This is Public Relations Director David Seals behind the camera with Head Coach Marty Schottenheimer. Your team is starting to arrive today. What does it feel like?
It's exciting. The anticipation is hard to describe. Having been through it before, of course, helps a little bit, but you know, ours is a unique situation with the opportunity to be here in Virginia Beach, and we're plowing new ground, if you will. And we're excited about the reception we've received. The hotel here, the Marriott, is outstanding. They've gone out of their way to accommodate us, and we're just all excited. You know, there's so much time in the planning, the preparation, and you reach a point where, you know, let's go, you know, but we're excited about that.
Now, talking about that, so far you've had a lot of tryouts, and now we go from tryouts to practice. What's the philosophical change now that you're actually preparing your men for the game versus preparing them to make the team?
Well, you know, what we'll do is we'll focus at the outset with the idea that I believe what you do is you walk through it, you talk through it, and then at, you know, some point where there's an understanding of what it is you're trying to accomplish with each task, then you go ahead and get the pads on and get ready to go that way. So, you know, which is a far cry, David, from what it used to be when I first started. You know, I had those guys in pads every day, and they were banging and thumping every day, and most of the time twice a day. And the last half of my career, I began to modify that to the point where we didn't have as much full speed contact and all. And I'll do that very much the same way here. I think what we have to understand is that this is a new system of offense, defense, and special teams for our players, and it's more important to me at the outset that we spend time making sure we understand exactly what it is we're trying to do, and more importantly, how to do those things, than it is to get out there and run into one another.
And finally, you and your coaching staff made a very special trip this past week to the Norfolk Naval Station, and you were able to tour the USS James E destroyer there. Talk to me about, and talk to the fans about, how special that trip was.
I'm an English major, as you know. Many of our fans may not know. I find it hard to get the words that accurately describe not only the emotion of being a part of that trip and meeting, you know, the people from the Navy and all, but, you know, when you pause to think about the sacrifices they make to get on board a carrier or a battleship and go to sea, and of course they're always at the forefront. It's a thrilling and very humbling experience.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you, David.